Well, hello there. Would you like some Vaseline before we start the video? Take as much as you want, but I won't let you see inside because it looks a mess. I already put some on, thanks, if you're questioning the chappedness of my lips. They are not chapped. So, today we're talking about being unconventional and what life is like as an unconventional person. AKA me. So boom. Let me start with the unconventional beginnings of me. This is just like so y'all know my credibility. When I was in preschool, I would pop up with two completely different types of shoes on. One freaking shoe could probably be like a sparkly sandal, and the other one could be like a Nike freaking red dunk, child sized, right? Now, when you're unconventional, well, actually, let me just tell you about more unconventionalness of my life. I used to think that my life was going to play out in this certain super specific way of I'm going to go to college and major in business for 4 years and then graduate with my degree after making so many colleagues and networking with so many people and having mentors and then starting my business and being super fucking rich. And then I dropped out my first year. I know. Trust me, if anyone knows, I know. But I feel like it was the best thing I've ever done. And it also made me feel very, I don't know, helped me to trust myself more. Because if I'm being so freaking honest, I hated school. And not because the people, not because of the load of work. Listen, I could do 4 years easy peasy. I am not one to be bad at doing school or whatever the hell. I just felt like I was being drained. Every single drop of life within me was being sucked out by freaking demons. So I had to get the hell up out of there because I value my happiness and my life more than a fucking degree. So yes, unconventional that I didn't even finish the first year, and I was like, you know what, I actually just don't even want to put up with this anymore because it feels like I'm, going against what feels right for me and forcing myself to live in a way that feels horrible. I was depressed and disgusted and upset and anxious and scared and unhappy. And if you know someone who's living like that, or if someone tells you that they feel that way about like a job they have or like dating a person, wouldn't you be like, well, maybe you should leave that job and break up with that person? Yeah, I broke the hell up with college because I didn't want to be there. And will I go back in the future? I don't know. This future is only for the future to know. I'm living and right in the present, which is again unconventional, right? I guess unconventional for people who aren't about that life. Left college, I didn't tell anybody until I just started staying home, and I was just like, no, all my classes are online now, like it's all right. Yes, I did lie. I'm a fucking Libra. What do you think? I tell lies to protect everybody and everyone's feelings, and that's what I did. And so then, going through the summer, started my little YouTube before I left college. Microphone doesn't work if you're new here. It's just here for fun. And then school time came back around for my siblings, and my parents were very adamant. Specifically, my dad was like, you need to go back to school or get a job. And I completely agree. I was not planning on just sitting on my ass and doing nothing. Trust me, I don't want to be that person. I don't want my life to turn out like that. But also, please, I am still discovering myself and trying to let go of everyone else's beliefs and opinions on my life so I can actually listen to my soul and move forward in that way where I can hear God telling me what to do and like showing me the way and what's right and what's wrong so I can, be aligned with my freaking purpose, which is also unconventional because it can take some time depending on whose ears are freaking blabbing, whose mouths are blabbing in your ear. Okay, little bit of a rant there, my apologies, but if you know, you know. So that's kind of what it was for me, and I'm just like, now, this is gonna sound unconventional yet again. I am babysitting. Oh, unconventional? Yes. And I've also been learning more about myself. I've been holding myself accountable while at the same time trying to just figure out who has been laying in my bed. This is like the Three Little Bears, because this is not how I set up my bed every day. Oh wait, I think it was me. No, it wasn't. And I've been trying to figure out like what feels right for me, and if I'm doing things because I think other people are expecting it from me, or if I'm doing things because it feels right for me. Right? Right. I can see how in a lot of ways this can be scary for parents, because you're like, oh my god, my child dropped out of college and they don't know what they're gonna do with their life yet. But I'm also like, at least I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'm trying to find out what I enjoy so I can take off on that, you know? And it's like, I understand, and trust me, I don't want to be one of those people who just lives at their parents' house forever because they just gave up on life. I'm never gonna give up, and I am gonna be ultra successful, mark my words. But please, let me build my foundation first. And the thing is that when people live on like a freaking societal clock of you should be achieving this by this age, and at this point you should be doing this, it's kind of setting you up for failure. Because now you're going to be rushing, you're going to be like, oh my god, I don't know, and you're going to be stressing about things you don't need to be stressing about. I mean, if you should be stressing if you actually are doing absolutely nothing and you're just okay with that. But I mean, if you're not okay with that, then that's the first step of accepting you're not okay with that, and okay, how can I move forward and try doing some things? You know, even if it's just waking up a little bit earlier, that's a freaking start. Because if you're changing something, you're bound to change. Sorry, that was went a little bit off track there. But being an unconventional person, living an unconventional life, and not really doing things how everyone else is doing things, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. And trust me, I learned that the freaking hard way. If your unconventional life makes other people uncomfortable, you better be okay with that and get okay with that real fast. Because you're going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, and you're going to make a lot of people angry with the way you live your life, because people are very fearful of people being different. I'm not saying that in a way of like, oh, everyone's the same and everyone just copies everyone and jumps on everything. No, I mean people who live unconventionally make other people afraid, because when you are born into a system that is literally designed to make you a robot and do things like everyone else so you can all do the same thing and retire at 65 to finally enjoy life, you're gonna be afraid when someone is not running on the same societal clock or doing the same things that you're doing. And I've just learned you have to disappoint people early on, especially if you're unconventional, because you're gonna go unconventional routes, which means you might take a route that doesn't get you exactly where you thought you were going, but it doesn't mean it was the wrong way to go, you know? And the results from that may be super fucking powerful and like, wow, for you, but for other people it might be like, you're not doing anything. That was just a waste of time. Disappoint them. It's all right to have people disappointed in you. It doesn't even matter. If everyone who you cared, opinions you cared about died tomorrow, not even to say, but if they all died tomorrow, would it fucking matter? No, it wouldn't. So, not to be grim, but if you literally were by yourself, would it matter? No. When you're unconventional, it can be really scary. Knowing you're an unconventional person, you're gonna end up living an unconventional life. I've already come to peace. I'm also still kind of coming to peace with the fact that I was just born to be an unconventional person. Did I want to be an unconventional person? I guess my soul did, but starting off life, I didn't really think I was going to be unconventional. I thought I was going to have, you know, like the play-by-play. But no, that's really not how my life is meant to go, or how it's going to go, or how it's going. And that's really scary, because you literally can't help it, and other people aren't going to understand you because you're unconventional. And then it's just a whole thing of like, well, I'm on my own, for one, but it's okay. no one really is going to understand you or going to want to try to understand you. And also, you really don't know where life's going to take you. You don't know where these paths are going to take you, or where you're going to go from where you are, or how it's going to end up, right? It's just like you're sort of along for the ride, but it's all like the rides are pre-set up by the higher forces. You know what I mean? And something I realized that I feel like, and I know that I sound crazy to a lot of people. I feel like I've said quite a bit. If people think I'm crazy, then good. Like, that's even better. And people do think I'm crazy. Am I crazy? Probably a little bit, but who's not fucking crazy, you know? So if you're unconventional and you live unconventionally, I realized it requires a lot of faith. It requires a lot of faith to be unconventional, because when you're doing things that other people and really a lot of people haven't really done, you're kind of just like, well, the only reference I have is myself and how this is gonna go, so fuck it, we ball. And you ball, and the ball might roll away from you, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go get the fucking ball. And then you go get the ball, and you look up, and you're like, holy crap, I'm in fucking Narnia. And then you walk down, and you know, things like that. Basically, that's just how it goes for unconventionalness people. And I've been feeling like lately I keep waiting for my emotions to tell me what to do, or when it feels right to do things. But I'm like, you know what, fuck that. Your emotions are liars, and they're fake, and you can't depend on them. So if you're waiting for an emotion to be like, oh yeah, let me make this video, or let me post this, let me create this art piece, let me make this song, let me write this, let me do that, let me paint this, you know, fuck the emotions, you just gotta do it. And if you're feeling like blocked, just start out with something shitty. Like, this video is probably kind of like all over the place and kind of like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? It doesn't matter. And if you post something and it only gets like 5 views, it's okay. It's literally okay. It's not the end of the world. If it got 5 views, that means 5 people watched it. Even if the 5 people are people that you know. You're putting it out there in the world. You never know. In 10 years, it might blow up and have tens of millions of people. But anyway, I feel like maybe I lost the plot a little bit with this video, but also I've been really trying to get myself back into doing the things that I enjoy, which is making videos and doing my nails. Do you see this? I am nailless. So, yes. Posting this a day after the Pisces eclipse of 2025. Oh my god. Be unconventional. Enjoy your life, and if it feels scary, it's supposed to feel scary, but continue with the fear, because fear is fucking fake anyways. Fear is fucking fake. Just enjoy what's going on. Do things that feel aligned with you. So if you have a choice between doom scrolling for an hour versus working on a project that you have for an hour, or maybe editing a video for an hour, or maybe working out for an hour, whichever one's gonna make you feel better, do that one. And sometimes the one that makes you feel best, in a way that's like, I genuinely need the rest, sometimes sitting down and watching a show for an hour is the best choice. And don't ever let anyone feel guilty about resting, because what the fuck are you supposed to do if you don't rest? What are you running on? Nothing. So literally rest. If you want to be wealthy and successful, those people rest all the time. So take yourself a little night to rest, or a day, or a few hours, few minutes at least. Anyway, if I lost the plot, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifs, and share the vid with all your friends who are unconventional. You know vibes. I actually really feel like I did lose the plot in this video, but whatever. It's fine. And if I don't edit it, I'm sorry. It's just like to get me back in the groove. I have one more note. Should I say it? Oh wait, I forgot what it was anyways. Wait, dang, I was too busy thinking about if I should say it or not that I forgot what it was. Damn it! I remembered. Have fun in the shit that you do. When you're being creative, Universe, are you telling me to end the video or to shut the hell up, or can I say this real quick? I'll say it real quick. Have fun in everything that you do. If you don't, you're literally going to lose your flow state. See, my flow state goes all over the place. I don't know if you could tell, but it definitely went all over. Okay, Universe doesn't want me to talk about it, so I'm gonna go. I love you so fucking much. I hope to see you in the next video. When will it come out? No promises when. Stay tuned. Goodbye.